Good morning, grateful pupils. I am Christine Ann Granada and I am here to deliver a topic. But before that, let us sing first. Sabay lang mo ni teacher, okay? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go! It's science, science time. It's science, science time. Let's all be ready. It's science, science time. What do we do during science time? We observe, we compare, identify, classify, infer, test, hypothesize. We read a lot, understand them well. Science facts we tell. So now, let us proceed to our warm-up. Our warm-up is, what do plants need to grow besides air, water, and sunlight? To get the answer, write the initial letters of the following pictures. Do you know what are the initial letters? Yes, the first letter in a word. Are you done? Okay, what is your answer? Soil. Very good. So, our lesson for today is all about Lesson 2, Soil and the Types of Soil. And our learning objectives is, at the end of the lessons, you will be able to compare and contrast the characteristics of different types of soil. So let us know what is soil. Soil is the needs of plants to grow besides air, water, and sunlight. It is formed from the breakdown of rocks and minerals and earth's surface through weathering and erosion, and composed of organic matter, living organisms, minerals, air, and water. This means that when a range of different forces acts on the rocks, they break into smaller parts to form the soil. And soil performs many important functions by providing a growth medium for the plants and provides habitat. So now let us proceed to the basic types of soil. The three basic types of soil are clay, sand, and silt. Let us know what are these different types of soil. First is clay. Clay is a type of fine-grained soil composed of tiny particles that hold water and nutrients while making it ideal for plant growth, but also prone to compaction and has smaller size range of 0.002 millimeter. This means prone to compaction means that a soil is easily pressed together, becoming denser and harder. This is particularly relevant to clay, as a compaction can have negative impacts on plant growth and soil health. Clay also is used to grow roses. Why is it roses are good for clay soils? For the reason that roses love clay soil, because it holds moisture well, providing essential hydration, and it is rich in nutrients, which roses need to thrive. And also, clay can be dried in the sun to make bricks. Kanang maghimo og mga vase gamit ang clay. And also, magamit pud ni para paggama og mga walls and floors. Next, silt. Silt is a type of soil particles smaller than sand. but larger than clay. That feels smooth and flowy and holds water better than sand, and it is good in water retention. It is have a medium-sized range of 0.002 to 0.05 millimeter. Retention means the ability of the soil to hold onto something, usually water or nutrients. And this silt is mainly seen in by rivers. This is fine sand which is soft to touch. And silt is good for the plants to grow, like nipa palm. Nga naman ang nipa palm good man nga silt soil naa siya matanom, because it holds water well, providing consistent moisture, and is often rich in nutrients which support their rapid growth. Next is sand. Sand is a type of soil with large particles that drain water quickly, making it dry and needing frequent watering, but also good for plants that prefer well-drained conditions. And this is the largest size range of 0.05 to 2 millimeter. This is also not good for plants, the sand soil, for the reason that does not hold water and nutrients that requires for growth of plants. Except sa cactus, nga naman kuno nga ang cactus mabuhi man sa sandy soil. For the reason also that it has specialized tissues nga gitawag og succulents nga storage just a large amount of water. That is why it is good for sandy soil. So now I will be conducting an experiment in the soil in our home. First, I will scoop of the soil in this pot and I will place it in a clear jar. After that, I will put water in it and shake vigorously until everything dissolves completely. Let's revisit this experiment until the water is completely clear. So muna ni result sa gihimo na ang experiment lately. Karon nakita ninyo nga naay tulo ka layers. Ang ubos na ang sand, tunga si silt, then ang sunod si clay. Then ang ibabaw ana naa ang humus. You'll ask nga nung gray man ang color sa clay, hindi man reddish or light brown, for the reason of a special ingredient called iron. Iron can be like a chameleon. It can change color depending on how much air it gets. Gray color has iron that hasn't been exposed so much air, so it stays mostly gray. It's just starting to rust. So now we have also the called humus. Let us know what is humus. Humus is the organic materials formed by the decomposition of leaves and other plant materials by soil microorganisms. What do you mean by decomposition? Decomposition is mo na ni ang mga nasagol o mga nalata na nga mga dahon or mga skin sa animals, mapudi makapadugang og kanang makapadugang og nutrients sa soil. Makahatag ni siya og dugang nga abono nga makatambok sa soil. And next is loam. Loam is a comparable proportions of the three types of soil. Mauni ang combination sa tulo ka basic types of soil. What are those three basic types of soil? The clay, sand, and silt. Now let us know the texture of these three basic types of soil when it is dry: the clay, silt, and the sand. First is the clay. Clay is firm. This describes soil that is relatively solid and resists compression. It is not easily crumbled or broken apart. Next is silt. Silt is friable when it is dry. This describes soil that is easily crumbled and has a good structure. Friable soil is ideal for plant growth because it allows for good drainage and root penetration. Next is sand. Sand is loose when dry. This describes that it is very light and easily breaks apart. Loose soil is often poorly drained and may not provide adequate support for plants. In wet, as you can see, clay becomes smooth. It becomes sticky, allowing it to be molded and shaped. Like this one. Next is silt. It feels smooth and slippery, almost like fine sand. Like that. Next is sand. Feels gritty or feels rough and grainy with individual particles. Easily discernible means you can feel easily the individual sand grains even though they're wet. Did you understand my lesson for today? If you understand, let us go to Let's Evaluate. Please answer these 5 questions and write the letter only after the number. Understand? And that's all for my report. Thank you.